everyone, coming to you guys with a quick teaching message. Are you blaming everything on witchcraft? A lot of people sometimes like to blame stuff on spirituality, and they want to blame that someone do them something spiritual. But from my 38 years experience, I have noticed that is not the case. And sometimes people run around getting different readings, going by reader to reader, and people will tell you what it is you want to hear sometimes, and sometimes we have to take a look in the mirror that sometimes we can be the problem. We can be our own problem. And especially if you're coming from the Caribbean, you're coming from the continent, where some of us grew up in cultures where we always been told to go by this one, go by the spiritualists, go by this one, go by the Obeah man, go by this one, go on here what you have to say. Some of us grew up in that type of era, and sometimes we pass it on from generation to generation. Sometimes your mom might take her daughter to a spiritual person, and knowing how growing up in the Caribbean and growing up in the Brooklyn area, and we have a bunch of immigrant community, bunch of different immigrant community. You tend to always have every corner or every place will have someone doing spiritual work because we grew up in that. Whether it's in Spanish culture, whether it's in Caribbean culture, whether it's in African culture, in the continent, everybody who come from, we all know about these things. And then sometimes some people pretend like if they're all brand new, like they do not know this do not exist. But sometimes you can just go by the wrong person the first time, and you can start heading down that rabbit hole. I have seen where nothing is wrong with them spiritual, but people plant that first reading in your head that someone back in your home country is doing your witchcraft. Now, if that can be the truth, but half of the time is not necessarily the truth. People might play off of emotions with that, especially from full immigrants. People will always be told that type of Nancy story. We call it Nancy story, where people will get you to go spend a whole set of money, and sometimes you can be going through something mental. It could be something passed down through your family lineage. You can be having some kind of lineage mental problems that generation to generation. It could be in your siblings. It start from your dad's side of the family. It could start from your mom's side of the family. It's all different things that can cause that. But I've seen many times where people play off their emotions, and I've seen where clients come to me in the past, and it wasn't witchcraft. That mental problem, mental health run in the family lineage, and when you tell them that, they feel offended, and then they just ghost you when you tell them the truth because they want to hear that. I've seen when people come to me where they tell them, this woman tell them that someone back in the country doing them witchcraft and stuff. That has always been the line for African clients that I've seen in the past. I had to tell them, no, nobody's doing anything. Is you guys have mental problems, and I've seen that with people here in North America here too. So you guys have to be careful, and sometimes we have to face reality that us sometimes is the problem. Not everything is witchcraft. I tell you guys that. And not everything is someone have 3 spirits and them 4 spirits and them. Certain cultures, they like to tell you that nonsense. I've seen it many times where people go on by certain people and the people tell them all kind of nonsense and tell them, oh yes, and do all kind of stuff. They frighten you. You always have to put fear in you. And anybody sweating and forcing you, not you guys here, straight up. As one person, I don't beg anyone. I do not beg anyone. It have to make sense. I always will tell you stuff that nobody else ain't ready to tell you. Or maybe someone might have tell you before. But I will just confirm it because you never told me anything. And I will just confirm it to you. So then you will know if it makes sense now. So, but a lot of times, people will play off of you. You might be going through a problem with a parent or something like that. You might be having tension and stuff like that. But sometimes to your mom might be a mental case. And you might be thinking something is wrong with you. Nothing's really wrong with you. Just that your mom put so much stress on you and all kind of stuff, have you all paranoia and all these things, and then you thinking, well, like someone do me something, and then you go on and get a reading the first time, especially during COVID. A lot of people went by all kind of people to get all kind of reading, all by all kind of mad people to get reading, and guess what? I had to come and do the cleanup. I'm saying? I'm not the spiritual fixer, But I had to always be fixing people nonsense, people mess. Because a lot of people lie to you guys, But I'm here to tell you guys, not everything is witchcraft. I'm saying, yeah, and some of you guys have to take responsibility. Some of you guys didn't go back to school to educate yourself. Some people just have a high school education and that's it. And then they keep blaming everyone. They keep procrastinating. They have self-doubt. They suffer from low self-esteem. All these different things. A lot of things is playing in that person's head, thoughts, and their life. I've seen many people come to me in the past also too. And they're stuck in life, and they keep victim blaming everybody, and they don't want to watch themselves in the mirror. So I'm here to tell you guys, man, be careful out here. Not everything is witchcraft, and you don't have to be blaming everything on witchcraft. Sometimes you have to take a look in the mirror and check yourself. So it could be mental, it could be different things, And sometimes just going to the wrong person, where a lot of you guys I've seen went by all different people. People lie to you guys, tell you a whole bunch of stuff, tell you stay with this man, did do near this, did do near that. I had family members who run by people. People tell them, oh, this one girlfriend doing them this. Nobody ain't really doing them anything. Nobody ain't doing them anything. And because somebody planted that seed in their head, they believe it. Especially if the person do not look black. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because we do not believe each other. We are programmed to believe anything other than ourselves. That's why we don't trust each other, and that's why we're always going to have these problems in life. So, guys, man, I hope this makes sense. Be careful. Take stock of yourself. Use common sense when you're going to get readings and different things like that. Look for people who have a proven track record. Don't be careful. Make sure and check for AI testimonies. A lot of people using artificial intelligence testimonies. Somebody's testimony easy to point out. So use your own judgment. Okay. Thank you guys, and I hope it makes sense. Not everything is witchcraft. Okay. Bye.